Hello and welcome back to another video in the world of Monster Hunter. This is Status 101. And I have just made that sound so much more interesting than it actually is. Basically, this is an up of my Lunar Bomb build, which wasn't the best. Had a few flaws in it, but it was the best I could really do given what was currently at hand. Although there were ways in which you could change it to be able to do more status, but it would be less damage or defensive capabilities, etc, etc. Basically, it was the way I like to play, and a few people picked up on perhaps it wasn't the best and offered suggestions here, there and everywhere. So I have been doing a lot of soul searching, and thanks to Arch-Tempered Xeno'jiiva, Arch-Tempered Kirin and Arch-Tempered Zora Magdaros. This is a lot of farming, by the way. However, with the Blossom event currently en route, as long as you are over HR 50, this build is entirely possible, and it does make for a hell of a status heavy bowgun with some great damage options, and I can see it also being potentially a game changer in the world of Arch-Tempered Korth'ra when it comes about. Now, I have seen a few different variants of the build I'm about to show you, but generally speaking, what I am showing you is sort of like the go-to in heavy bowgun status. So, skills and equipment. As always, we are going to be using the Magda Gemitus II. And we have changed a few things up. We have a health and damage augment. If you don't want to do the damage, do go for double health, simply because this armor allows us to have a lot more defensive capabilities. We also have the shield duel because blocking is so much fun and it just generally helps you stay alive. I'm pretty sure no one out there is so pro that they can dodge absolutely everything all the damn time. From here, Xeno'jiiva Gamma helmet with a flawless bomber and paralyzer. Kirin Gamma chest with 2 more paralyzer. Xeno'jiiva Gamma gloves with flawless KO and sleep. Zora Magdaros Gamma waist with a release decoration and a KO. Xeno'jiiva Gamma boots with a KO and 2 more sleep. And finally, rounding it all off, we have the Artillery Charm 3. Now, what this offers us is the spare shot skill from the 3-piece Xeno'jiiva, free element or ammo up, so you can have a lot more in the way of, well, clip size really. Bombardier, because sleep bombing and KT are a thing. Artillery for getting more damage out of your stickies. Paralysis attack for more paralyzing capabilities. Slugger for more KO capabilities. Sleep attack for more sleep capabilities. And then from here we basically go into the whole side of spare skills from the armor, but a lot of them actually aren't really too bad. We have blight resistance, will just generally help you stay alive in lieu of those pesky blights. Power prolonger doesn't really do much here. Peak performance we have put in by way of 2 flawless decorations, and this is just another way to help you up your damage so that you're not just sat there spamming sleep and paralysis. You can actually kick a bit of damage out in the meantime. Special ammo boost, because Wyvern Snipe is absolutely very powerful and great for when you're able to get a good paralysis. Critical eye and critical boost, these will kind of help with your Wyvern Snipe, but that's really about it, and they're not really going to make any form of difference considering the fact that you do have negative affinity. And obviously guard up for blocking those unblockable attacks. Just another grandeur way to stay alive. Now, obviously, with any build you can mix things up. If you are wanting, you can remove that shield decoration and put flawless in if you wish, just that you can get a little bit more damage out of it with a level 3 peak performance, but it does also mean that you won't be able to block the unblockable attacks. Ironic. Or you can put some challenge jewels in for, I don't know, more affinity as well as more damage. You have options, but they will really mainly be around the 1 bomber decoration. You might want to put a bit of vitality in there, I don't know, and the shield and 2 flawless decorations. They are sort of like your customizable parts. You could potentially mix and match the sleep and paralysis decorations depending on what you're fighting. Maybe a monster isn't too susceptible to sleep, but it is very susceptible to paralysis, so you can take out the sleep and maybe put some, I don't know, speed eating, wide range. I've seen some very weird and wacky things going on with this build, depending on how people want to swap up their variations with what they are fighting in different circumstances. One that a lot of people seem to like doing is taking out one of the sleep, one of the paralysis and the bomber and putting 3 vitality in, and then you've got a status heavy bowgun for extreme behemoth, as well as some of the arch tempers if you're so inclined to fight them with a status heavy bowgun. I don't recommend that. Generally speaking though, this build is not really meant for damage. It is meant for obviously inflicting those status ailments, whether they be poison, because you can do poison with this weapon. It's, you know, a little bit of damage tick. Paralysis, as you can see here. A bit of sleep when your allies let you use sleep and don't just instantly wake it up because they're morons. You can do a little bit of sleep bombing as well for extra damage, and of course you do have those stickies for the KO, and you do obviously have a few cluster options, although it's not going to be the best cluster setup, but it does do semi decent damage in the way of clusters, and it will basically out damage any other weapon minus the Dark Devourer in terms of clustering. So you could argue it's like the second best clusterer going, but it's not really meant for clustering. You can build it for clustering if you're wanting, if you don't have the Dark Devourer, but that is a separate thing altogether. Anyway, that is me. I do hope you have enjoyed this video. I have had some great fun with this weapon. So in the meantime, good luck, have fun, and don't die. It's bad for the health. Also, feel free to subscribe, it is free, and likes and comments, they really do help out. I'm still growing, I'm a baby channel.